Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Houston Rockets Daily, where we post daily Houston Rockets content. Today we're going to be talking very quickly about the Christian Wood Houston Rocket with the Dallas Mavericks trade. I think this was money. I think this was absolutely money. I haven't been too much, I'm out on a trip right now, but I haven't been too much on Twitter or Discord or anything like that to see what Rocket Nation has to say about this. But here's what I know. Christian Wood, a couple of days ago, throws out the first pitch at the Astros game. And, you know, he says when they're talking to him, he's like, yeah, I think I'm a max player. We're trying to make the playoffs. We're trying to win. That's our number one priority. Next day, Paolo Banchero and Rafael Stone have dinner together, which is, you know, I haven't been covering the NBA too long, and I'm not like a reporter or journalist or anything, but I've never personally seen that happen. I've never seen like an actual picture of a dinner with like one of the top dudes and one of the GMs of a team that has one of the top picks. So my guess is this, because I think what a lot of people don't realize is the new CBA agreements. We're going to see an offseason very similar to 2016, which means when Timofey Mozgov got 4 years and $64 million, we're going to see a very similar offseason to that. Not this year, but probably next year. Because what happens is when the new deal comes into place, if it comes into place, is teams are literally like required to spend, I think it's $15 million. Like you're literally just required to spend $15 million. And since the media package rises, the salaries and the salary caps rise. So you see a lot of overpays. And, well, unfortunately, Christian Wood was about to enter his last year of his contract. And even if this doesn't have anything to do with the new CBA deal, somebody is going to get overpaid. Like it happens every single offseason. The first player to get overpaid, and my guess is it's going to be Jalen Brunson. I think Jalen Brunson is a good basketball player. Would I max Jalen Brunson? Like, absolutely not. Some team is going to max or close to max some player that isn't anywhere near qualified to be getting that kind of money, either just because you're trying to retain him or you're just like, whatever the case may be, you're trying to retain him, or some team is desperate and they're trying to immediately get into the playoffs. Not like the Rams, like what we kind of saw with the Rams, but there's always a spender. There's always going to be a spender. So some team's going to overpay for a guy like Jalen Brunson. And what is that going to do? It's going to marinate, is going to just infect the rest of the league. It's going to infect guys like Christian Wood thinking to themselves, I'm a max player. I don't think Christian Wood got enough respect in Houston. This was our best player for 2 straight seasons. I mean, obviously James Harden at the start, but 2 straight seasons, by far, Christian Wood, 2010, put it in pen, was the best player on the Houston Rockets. I don't think once Harden got traded, I don't think many Rocket fans really watched the games, because when I hear he has absolutely no defense, I know it's incorrect. I mean, it's incorrect. Christian Wood is a 26-year-old up-and-coming star in this league, and any player who can, you know, on a down year, quote-unquote, who shot basically 40% from downtown and put up 18 points and 11 rebounds, those are players you don't come across often. So Houston must feel 100% confident in the fact of Paolo Banchero or whoever they decide to draft. You're going to see a package of 26 and 17, and you're going to see that package either for a young player who hasn't really established himself in the league but still has some potential, similar to Cam Reddish, not saying Cam Reddish, saying someone similar to Cam Reddish, and then, or you're going to just see they're going to move up into the draft, into the lottery. This is going to be the last year. This is going to be the last year of it. Yeah, it'd be cool if they tanked. Tanking sucks, but it'd be cool if they got like Vic next season or Scoot. They got like a top 2 pick next season. That's not my goal. That shouldn't be the Rockets' goal. There's very clearly a scheme. There's very clearly a scheme already in motion here with Rafael Stone, is the way I see it. Like I said, I don't really think a coincidence would occur where he throws out the first pitch, says he's a max player. Next day, Banchero has a workout for us and probably kills it because he's a G. And then you have dinner with the GM, and then the next day he gets traded. Like, I don't think that's a coincidence. And there's one thing we've seen with Rafael Stone in last year's draft. This man is ultra aggressive. Like, he's ultra aggressive in these drafts, which is, for me, exactly what I want. I want my GM to be ultra aggressive when we need to be ultra aggressive, when we have all these assets. Because, yeah, it's nice having these picks. It's nice having a 17th pick, but what really is it going to do? I mean, it's not going to do as much for you as number 3 is. So at some point in Houston, it's going to happen at some point. I don't think it'll be this offseason. I'm pretty sure it'll be next offseason when they get all this money. That they're going to be making moves. You need, at some point, yeah, it's cool to get all these young cats, but at some point you need established vets. At some point you need established stars. And that's what Houston right now, I think, is trying to get at. They're trying to get flexible. They're trying to be versatile. You're trying to find your guys, and you're trying to find who fits with your team, who fits with your scheme, who fits the culture, who fits the future, and then you just continue to evaluate. And so we'll see what happens. My arm's getting so goddamn tired doing this. No, that's not going to work. But yeah, that's it. That's it for today, man. Let me know what you guys think down below. But like I said, I really think Christian got such a bad rep in Houston, man. I think it was very unfair. Personally, though, I don't want to say I'm glad he's gone, but he just didn't really fit the future mold of our roster. So it is what it is. I've kind of wanted him traded for a while just because of that, just because of fit. I don't think it has anything to do with the fact that he's 26 years old. I think it really just comes down to finances. And hopefully now we see a little bit more of Sengun. Who knows what Stone is going to do next? I mean, who really knows? But, I enjoyed Christian Wood's tenure in Houston. I would imagine he's going to ball his ass off in Dallas because, Luka's their best player. And all eyes are on Luka. All the pressure's on Luka against opposing defenses. So it's going to leave a lot of open space, a lot of open room, freedom for Christian Wood. So I wish him the best of luck, but I think we all kind of had a feeling at the end of this, like it happened kind of in that incident in January where he refused to check in, where it's like, you factor in, can he be our franchise guy? Can he be our franchise leader? I don't know. He's got a chip on his shoulder, which is cool. He's going to work hard. He's not as bad on defense as a lot of people assume. But, can that chip on his shoulder come back to bite? It feels like there's not entitlement, not ego, maybe a little bit of ego, but Christian Wood, he fully believes in himself, as he should. He went through a lot in his I guess it hasn't even been that brief of an NBA career, but going undrafted, getting dumped on draft night, he's been through a lot. And he's worked very hard to get into this position, and he knows he's good, and he knows he's going to continue to improve. So I'm kind of glad financially that it's not going to be in Houston, but it does suck to see Mr. 20 and 10 put it in pen right when I started making videos. Christian Wood was one of my boys. So hit that like button, hit that sub button, but most importantly, let me know what you guys think about this trade down below. For some reason you don't know what we got. It was Boban, Trey Burke, Sterling Brown, and is that it? Those 3? And then the 26th pick. So, peace.